of the factors that affect our foodborne illness is personal hygiene itself, which is the workers doesn't take it serious about their personal hygiene. So to keep a personal hygiene, they need to keep a good health, like they must take showers daily, and then make sure to wear clean apron and attire, like closed-toe shoes and clean clothes. So next, make sure the workers frequently wash their hands, especially after using the restroom, because we want to make sure their hands are clean. And not forget, before starting work, they need to wash their hands. And then make sure their nails, hair are perfectly clean. And yeah, that's all.
Personal hygiene is essential for all food handlers. This includes proper hand washing and changing gloves regularly. To prevent our food from becoming contaminated, we must wash before handling food, after using the bathroom, and after we ate. Hand washing divides into several procedures. The steps are rub and clean our hands, fingertips, forearm, palms with water and soap. According to FDA, hand washing sink must have hand cleanser, disposable towel, waste receptacle and sink. Besides of that, using disposable gloves are a must when handling food and need to change it frequently. Discard disposable gloves after or before handling raw food, when handling money, and when handling ready to eat foods. For the conclusion, frequent hand washing will ensure the hygiene and safety of the food of the seller and the consumer.
As we all know, everyone have the habit where they love to wipe their hand all over their shirt. But then we realize our hand contain a lot of bacteria that can make us sick and give dirtiness to our clothes. So I would say that some of the reason you get sick or food poisoning because of personal habit and clothing by the food handler itself. So as a food handler, you really need to know that you cannot wipe your hand easily to your apron. Next, you really need to change your apron after you are working with raw item or cooked item. Lastly, you really need to wear hat or scarf to cover your hair to keep your hair from falling into the foods.
Attention to all foods handlers. Identify if having any symptoms before going to work. If you are having intestinal illness such as vomiting, diarrhea, fever, sore throat, or lesion with a pus or boil, you need to report to authorities. Because of the exposure that I have mentioned above, they need to be excluded and forbidden to food or food contact in case of food contaminated. Food handlers with wounds or cut should be completely covered by a dry, tight-fitting, impermeable bandage. Use clean, disposable glove if you want to touch the food.
Do you know what lipids is? Lipids are basically organic molecules with long hydrocarbon chains that are insoluble in water. You stir it as much as you wish, but still insoluble. Lipids are insoluble in water because they are hydrophobic. Hydro means water in Latin and phobic means fear in Latin. Lipids can be divided by 4 types that are triglycerides, phospholipids, steroids, and waxes. Triglycerides are fat that can be found in fat from meats and oils, for example butter. Phospholipids can be found in soya, milk, chicken eggs, etc. Steroids, however, can be found in banana, avocado, and asparagus. Lastly, waxes can be found on the outer surface of plants and animals. All of these lipids are also important in our body for long-term energy storage, protection, insulin, regulate hormones, and key components for cell membranes. Causes of low density of lipoprotein can be a risk to our body as it can cause cancer, depression, includes changing eating patterns, and sleep. So now you know the basics about lipids.